Familiar faces will headline a music festival in the Strip District this weekend. The Clarks will have top billing for this year's Vine Rewind. Now, you could say the event is part music festival, part street fair, and also part block party. The organizers shut down Penn Avenue, put up a stage, and invite some of Pittsburgh's best music groups like the Clarks to come play. Now, here with all the details is the festival founder and musician Tim Gaber of Pittsburgh Winery, along with fellow performer Paul Luc. Welcome to both of you. First, I'm fascinated by the name Vine Rewind. Tell me how that came about.
Well, the name Vine Rewind was conceived by my partner, Seema.
Okay.
We started the music festival, and the idea of the festival was to bring bands from kind of the Knicks Fat City era in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Yes.
Bring them in and kind of encourage them to do some reunions, and then bring in bands that are doing things now. So
okay.
That's why the Rewind thing.
Excellent. And so far it's been quite successful. How did it begin? Was it just the thought of, hey, we should bring in those bands? Was that just your concept? And then you thought, how did the festival part become part of the concert?
Well, we were already a music venue, so
right.
the winery was holding concerts in the cellar, and it's a small venue, intimate, kind of a singer-songwriter type of a place. But we wanted to do something bigger, so we decided, why don't we do a block party? We'll close the whole street, we'll put up a couple of stages, we'll get food trucks, we'll get artists, there's live art that goes on. Yes.
I was going to say, there's a lot that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a full cadre of events happening there. Really something that appeals to a lot of people. Maybe you say, right. I don't drink wine, but you can still come and have a good time.
We're going to have beer there, too. We're going to have straw beer, which is very good.
Okay, one or the other, right. And then you've been able to get a number of local musicians as well to participate.
Yeah, that's right. It's almost all local musicians. In fact, this year's the only year that we added a couple of national acts. You know, there's 23 acts.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's over 2 days, so it's Saturday and Sunday. It starts at 3 o'clock on Saturday and noon on Sunday. On Sunday at noon, we're going to start the day with a singer-songwriter circle, which is something that we do in the cellar a lot. And actually, Paul is one of the performers for that.
Excellent. I was going to say, what is this like for you? Is this your first time performing at Vine Rewind, Paul?
I've done them all. So
have you?
I think I'm one of two who've played all three of them.
Okay. What do you most look forward to?
I think I can't speak for everybody, but I think for, musicians, we're mostly playing on the same nights. So we're booked on the same Fridays, same Saturdays. So this is a time that we can kind of all hang out. We can get together and kind of check each other's sets out and catch up. So that's what I look forward to.
Is there a different way of interacting with the crowd? Because you have people who are there, they're drinking wine or the beer, they're seeing a number of musicians. Is that different? Does that alter your performance at all?
Maybe. I mean, I think there's just more camaraderie.
Okay.
But we're pretty used to people drinking at our shows.
Tell us about the sponsors of this event.
Well, as I mentioned, Straub is one of them. We're also sponsored by the Strip District Neighbors, which is our neighborhood organization down there. Yeah, and we've really enjoyed ourselves here.
Excellent. Tell us about the winery, how the winery started and then blossomed into this.
Well, I've been making wine for about 20 years. I started out with a group of friends, and over the years got carried away, made more and more.
Okay.
And what we are is an urban winery, which means we don't have a vineyard. We don't grow any grapes. What we do is we bring the grapes in from California mostly.
Okay.
So we make dry, full-bodied, robust wines. Those are the wines that we fell in love with initially, and so that's what we do. So we bring the grapes in, we make the wine right here in Pittsburgh, right in the Strip.
Oh, so it's all made in the Strip District?
It's all made here, yeah. We bring the grapes in, and we do here.
Excellent. And so I guess it was pretty easy to combine wine with music.
Wine and song. Yeah, it really goes well together. And we also believe, all the music, live music that we do in the cellar, the cellar's filled with all the aging barrels of wine, so the wine really benefits from the music. It makes it better.
Oh, does it? I didn't know that.
It does. That's right.
So.
You think so as well? Yeah. And so then you're shutting down Penn Avenue, so you're moving out of, just the winery. So that's huge.
It is.
And it attracts more people. Does that then translate to more people coming in to taste your wines?
It does. It does. But yeah, and so when we close the whole block too, there's thousands of people there, and we can't fit that many people inside. So
we
had to go outside.
Excellent. Well, Tim, Paul, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Lisa.
Don't miss Vine Rewind that happens this Saturday and Sunday right on Penn Avenue. They shut down Penn Avenue and the 2800 block, and you can look for the full schedule of performers and other events online. You will find that link at kdka.com/PTL.